In the days of yore, in a land fraught with the tumult of war, there lay two camps poised along opposing hilltops, each preparing for a battle that would resonate through the annals of history. On one side stood the formidable Philistine army, their tents stretching across the earth like a somber shadow. Among them, a champion arose, a giant of a man named Goliath. Towering above ordinary mortals, clad in armor that gleamed as the golden sun, Goliath was a figure of invincible might, his voice booming a challenge to the Israelites. He proclaimed with arrogance that single combat would decide the victor. He, a titan of sinew and strength, against any brave soul Israel dared to put forth. The Israelites, however, quivered. Among them were seasoned warriors and wise leaders, yet none dared to face the behemoth. For 40 days and nights, this challenge reverberated through the valley, yet no champion emerged from among the Israelites. Then came David, a shepherd from Bethlehem, the youngest son of Jesse. He was sent to the battleground by his father, bearing bread for his brothers and the hope of news. Unbeknownst to all, within this young man burned a fierce courage allied with unwavering faith. David, though slight in appearance and humble in his station, possessed a heart truer than steel, with eyes that saw not just the size of the foe, but the righteousness of the cause. When David first laid eyes upon Goliath and heard his derisive cries, indignation soared within his breast. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God? He cried. His words, though audacious, went deep into the hearts of those present. Word reached King Saul, who summoned the young shepherd within his tent. Saul, thoughtful and skeptical, regarded David with concern. "You are not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him," said the king. "You are but a youth, and he is a man of war from his youth." But David spoke with a soldier's resolve and an unyielding spirit. "Your servant used to keep sheep for his father, and when there came a lion or a bear and took a lamb from the flock, I went after him and struck him. This Philistine shall be as one of them, for he has defied the armies of the living God." Saul, seeing the conviction in David's eyes, relented and granted him leave, offering his own royal armor. Yet David refused such trappings of war, for they were unwieldy and unfamiliar. Instead, he chose the tools of his trade, his shepherd's staff and 5 smooth stones from the brook. Resting them in his pouch, with his sling in hand, David stepped forth into the valley. Goliath jeered, his laughter a rumble of derision. "Am I a dog, that you come to me with sticks?" he bellowed. Yet David, serene and undaunted, replied, "You come to me with sword, spear, and javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts." The air was tense with expectation, as the ground seemed to hold its breath. As Goliath advanced, David ran quickly toward the battle line to meet him. From the pouch, a stone was drawn, placed within the cradle of the sling, and whirled through the air with divine accuracy. The stone struck true, embedding itself within the forehead of the giant. Goliath's monstrous frame crumpled to the earth like a felled oak. Silence descended upon the valley, broken only by the cries of exultation from the Israelite ranks. Through faith and valor, David, the shepherd boy, had triumphed against the warrior giant. In this triumph lay a lesson as old as time, that courage and belief can turn the tide of fate, and the smallest of men can cast down the mightiest of giants when guided by a righteous heart.